Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1980 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today we have the second of a three-game series at home against the Yankees. Yesterday we lost 3-2, and even though the score is really close, we were really never in the game. The Yankees had a rookie starting pitcher, Stefan Wever, who pitched his second complete game in two starts. And Chris Chambliss hit a home run, and we just had to scrape together two runs to make it look like it was an even matchup. We were never in that game. We are a half game ahead of Baltimore right now, so we're still in first place. And today's game, we are facing Ron Guidry, Louisiana Lightning, a lefty who's got a 7-5 record. And throwing for the Tigers will be our number 5 starter, Jack Billingham, who is at 3-5 and really been our most consistent starter. He really only goes 5 or 6 innings, but he does keep the runs down and gives us a chance to win. So we're hoping today he can keep us in the game, give us a chance to score some runs. So here's Billingham, 3-5, a 3.75 ERA. The lineup that the Yankees have against Billingham's batting 358 against him, so that's a bad sign already. We do have all of our bullpen available, including newly acquired Tom Hume. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup against Louisiana Lightning, Ron Guidry. So he's a lefty, so what I've done is I've given all of my lefties that I could the day off. So I have Brookins in at third. I have Mark Wagner playing shortstop, and I actually moved Alan Trammell to first base. So a little strategy there. Champ Summers, who's batting 300 against lefties, is going to play right field in place of Gary Hancock, and Rick Peters is going to be our DH today. So a lot of changes to the lineup. Oh, and Lance Parrish is tired, so we gave him the day off today. So a lot going on with the lineup. We'll see if it makes any difference against Ron Guidry. And the lineup for the Yankees is exactly the same as yesterday, so nothing new there. So let's get started.
Play ball!
Willie Randolph is 1 for 7 against Billingham this year. And he's going to pull it to the left side for a base hit. And that's not a good start. Defensively, Champ Summers is very poor in right field. And Mark Wagner is no Alan Trammell. And Alan Trammell at first base, defensively, you can't see it there, but he's actually a better fielder than Jason Thompson, as Billingham walks Dennis Worth. And now it's first and second and nobody out for Chris Chambliss, who had the only home run of the game yesterday. And he's going to get a base hit to the right side, and Randolph will score. So 3 batters, and a run is on the board. And nobody out for Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, who's got 2 home runs against Billingham already. We're going to pull the infield in, and hopefully we can get Worth at home. Well, it's even better. Actually, Jackson strikes out. It's going to be 1 down. So we're going to pull the corners in now and either turn a double play with the middle infield or maybe go home with it. Oh, Lefebvre strikes out. So Billingham's on his way of getting out of this jam. Oscar Gamble comes up with 2 outs. And nope, he's going to flip it to left field for a base hit. Worth will score. And that's 2 runs on the board for the Yankees here in the first. And it's already difficult for us to score runs. So as Rupert Jones walks, I just praise Jack Billingham, and he's already got 30 pitches here in the first inning. And that brings up the number 8 hitter, who's 3 for 5 against Billingham. And he's going to ground it to Trammell, and that'll be the 3rd out. So a terrible first half of the inning as we head to the bottom of the first, and here's Sweet Lou batting leadoff against Ron Guidry. He's going to hit a fly ball to center straight away, and that will be the first out. So one down for Tram, who's really been in a slump the last month, really. There's a base hit to right, though. That's a good start. Maybe he's going to dig himself out. We're going to say no to that attempt for a double. So we have Trammell at first, Steve Kemp up, who's prone to hitting into double plays. So let's hit and run. See if we can stay out of that. Kemp's going to ground it to second. Trammell will advance to second base. And that's going to leave it up to Carlton Fisk, who just broke out of his own slump with 2 hits in yesterday's game. And he's going to hit it to center field, and that'll be caught on the fly for the third out. So, couldn't get a run in with runner in scoring position. We head to the top of the second, and number 9 hitter Johnny Oates, the catcher, bats against Billingham. He's up to 40 pitches. Oates grounds it to short. That's going to be the first out. Back to the top of the lineup already. Willie Randolph is going to send a fly ball to left. That'll be 2 down. And here's Dennis Worth. He goes down swinging. That's 3 Ks for Billingham, who's not a strikeout pitcher. So Champ Summers I have in there, even though he's a lefty, he's been hitting lefties well. He pops up to short for the first out. Bringing up Rick Peters, hits it the other way on a line. It's going to be the second out. And that'll bring up Barry Bunnell, 5 for 12 with a home run against Guidry, mostly as a member of the Blue Jays. And he grounds out to short, and that's a 1-2-3 inning as we head to the top of the third. And that's going to bring up Chris Chambliss, the number 3 hitter, batting .332 versus righties. And he squeaks a base hit into center field. And runner at first for Reggie Jackson. Reggie's going to take a third strike looking. That's the 4th strikeout for Billingham. I'm kind of impressed with the strikeouts. Lefebvre is going to line drive to second base, and Chambliss is doubled off first. So a 4-3 double play, and here we are, bottom of the third. Mark Wagner in at short today. He's only 3 for 8 on the season. Make that 3 for 9 as he grounds out to short. And here's Tommy Brookins hovering around the Mendoza line, batting 9th today. And he's going to hit a line drive to right. It's going to be 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup with Sweet Lou, who's going to walk. I mean, we may as well try to steal. We got to do something to get something going. And Whitaker does steal second base. So, runner in scoring position for Trammell, who's got the only hit so far. And he's going to hit a blooper into left center field, and it's going to be caught. So, we head to the top of the fourth. Still trailing 2-0. Billingham's at 63 pitches. I think his pitch count's usually around 80. So we need to get him through 5, but we'll just take whatever we can get out of him at this point. Rupert Jones popping to get up on the short outfield, short center field. It's going to be 2 down. And here's Brian Doyle popping it up on the infield. All right, to the bottom of the fourth. Steve Kemp is going to lead off the inning. And he's going to hit a fly ball into left center gap. It's going to fall short of the warning track. And that's going to be the first out. Here's Carlton Fisk. Pudge pops it up on the infield. And that's going to be 2 down. And that's going to bring it to our number 5 hitter, Champ Summers. Summers is going to ground it to first. So another 1-2-3 inning for Guidry. And we are looking fairly hapless against the lefty. Billingham walks the number 9 hitter to start off the inning. And Billingham's at 76 pitches as Randolph grounds it to second, and that will be a double play. So Billingham's 1 out away from getting through 5, which is really more than I anticipated after that 30-pitch first inning. But Worth flies out to center, and he's out of it. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. Nothing going on for the Tigers. Rick Peters going to ground it to third base. That's going to be the first out. So 1 down for Barry Bunnell, grounding it to short, and it's going to be 2 outs. And here's Mark Wagner. And that's going to be a lazy fly ball to right. That'll be the 3rd out. So Chambliss is the first of a series of many lefties. So we're going to take Billingham out. He actually manages to lower his ERA by just a couple notches there. So I guess we're going to bring in George Capizzello. Yep, he can get us through 2 if we need to. And he's been fairly effective. Oh, shoot. I left Billingham in there. And the good news is he struck out Chambliss. I thought that I made the move with my left hand for the lefty, but I guess the bullpen didn't get the message. And Capizzello strikes out Reggie Jackson. Looked outside, to be honest, but we'll take it. Oh, I guess it's right down there in the corner. Caught enough of the plate to get the 2nd out. And Joe Lefebvre is going to line it to Brookins at 3rd, and that'll be the 3rd out. So here we are, bottom of the 6th. Tom Brookins is going to lead the inning off. And still only 1 hit. Hey, Brookins knocks it through the middle infield for a base hit, and now he's over 200. This is the same excitement that I got when Dave Stegman, if you remember him finally getting over 200, and then he went on a tear. Whitaker's going to ground it back to the pitcher, and they're going to get the lead runner at second base. Whitaker's safe at first. So runner at first, 1 down for Trammell. What we need right now is a big fly, but we'll take a base hit from Trammell. That's the 2nd hit of the game. We're going to send Whitaker to 3rd. He's going to be safe. So 1st and 3rd, Steve Kemp. We're gonna hit and run. And Kemp makes good contact at 87. It's above average. Average being 80 in this game. And he takes the 3rd strike looking. Trammell advances on a stolen base. Because he doesn't advance. Technically, he steals second base. So 2nd and 3rd, 2 runners in scoring position. And it's going to be up to Carlton Fisk. He takes a walk. So we have bases loaded for Summers. He is batting over 300 versus lefties. But he's 0 for 2 versus Guidry. Let's see if he's got a base hit in him. Nope, strikes out. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, so top of the 7th. Oscar Gamble's going to lead off. We're going to still got 4 lefties in a row, so we're going to let Capizzello pitch through this. And Gamble's going to have a high fly ball to left center field, and that will be the 1st out. Bringing up Rupert Jones. And Jones pops it up in the infield to Whitaker at 2nd. That's going to be 2 down. And Brian Doyle's up with 2 outs. And he's going to flip it down the left field line. Oh, it's going to be caught in foul ground. So a 1-2-3 inning for Capizzello, who's done his job. And Rick Peters set top of the bottom of the 7th inning, leading it off. There we go. Gets a base hit to the opposite field, and he's on base. He's got good speed. we're going to give Bunnell a chance as a righty to batting 317 to do something against Guidry. String 2 hits together? Nope. He's going to flip it out to right. That'll be 1 out. So we need to think. Smart here. We're gonna. Oops. I'm sorry. Let's sacrifice bunt with Wagner. Let's get somebody in a scoring position and try to get at least 1 run in. So Wagner lays down a bunt. Oh man, they go to second, get the lead run. I don't know. That's insane. But Wagner's safe at first. And well, I guess it's up to Brookins. And he takes a 3rd strike looking. It is just not meant to be, but there's only 8 hits in total as we start the 8th inning. We're going to let Johnny Oates pitch to... Capizella pitch to Johnny Oates. And Oates grounds it to 3rd. And that's 2 complete innings of no-hit ball for Capizella. We're going to take him out. 8th inning, we're going to bring in Tobic as he faces Willie Randolph, who's 1 for 3 against Tobic this season, and he strikes out Randolph. So it's 2 down. Here's Dennis Worth. Worth is going to ground it to Brookins, and that's the 3rd out. So if you like pitchers' duels, you're going to love this game because it has flown by as only the Yankees scored 2 runs in the first. There we go. Whitaker leads off with a triple. And they're not bothering to pull the infield in, so I'm going to let Trammell swing away. Actually, I'm going to have him hit it to the... Oh, it's not even an option. I'm just going to have him hit it to the right side to score Whitaker on a ground ball, perhaps, but... Oh, that's what I wanted to do anyway, but Trammell's going to get an infield hit. Whitaker scores. That's 3 of the 6 hits by Trammell this game. So Trammell having a breakthrough game as he struggled so much this season. Steve Kemp with a runner on first. He's going to pop it up. So now we're going to hit and run with Fisk, who is batting .343 versus lefties. Come on, Pudge. We need it. There we go. Flip it down the right field line. Will that score Trammell, who's on the run? No. Trammell's going to hold it 3rd. And Fisk only gets a base hit out of that. So we're going to attempt a sac fly. And, yeah, okay, that's what we're going to try to do. And try to get Trammell to score. Nope. Damn it. That'll be a fly ball and foul ground on the 3rd base side. And they're going to bring in Goose. So bringing in Gossage here with 2 outs in the 8th. And I can in good conscience let Peters, batting .242, face one of the toughest hitters. So who's hitting righties? Oh, that's a no-doubter with Gary Hancock, batting .346 versus righties. And there we go. Let's see what he does. He's going to hit it to left field, and that's not going to get it done. So we get on the board, and we're going to have one more shot, at least, at getting a run. We're going to take out Tobic, who got the 2 batters he faced out. And we're going to need to bring in a lefty. So we're going to bring in John Hiller, who's our setup man. And we're going to hope he can mow down these 3 lefties in a row. Chambliss grounds out to second. So that's 1 down with Reggie coming up. Reggie's going to ground it to second base. That's going to be 2 outs. And here's Joe LaFave. And he strikes out swinging. So, this is it. We're down to our final 3 outs. We've got some hapless hitters after Bunnell. So let's let him get a chance to swing away. There we go. Base hit into center field. Wagner, we're going to take him out. And we're going to bring in Richie Hebner for Wagner. And if we score a run, we'll figure out the defensive alignment but we got to get a run in first. So we're going to let Hebner swing away. Oh, and he strikes out. So, one down, runner at first. Taking out the 186 hitting Brookins. And we're going to bring in JT. JT is definitely a double play. He's a guy. He's the type of hitter that will hit into a double play, is what I'm trying to say. And he walks, so that doesn't even matter. I stumbled over my words, and he walked anyway. So, one out. I don't have any other pinch runners for Thompson other than Lance Parrish, who is not great. So I think what we're going to do, you know what, we're gonna swing away. Whitaker's batting .279. He's a lefty, so we're going to give him a chance, and it's going to be the end of the game right there with a double play. So Tigers lose 2-1, and another game where the offense just does not show up, especially here at home. That is a real bummer. Let's take a look at transactions. Nothing new to report. So let's go ahead and pull up the box score. Thanks again for following along. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Also, I hope you noticed that the title card, I've now included the actual home field for the team that is the home team. And that's a nice little touch I've added. Hopefully you enjoy that. Billingham takes the loss, 3-6. Really pitched another good game, just nothing to show for it. Ron Guidry was is his equal. He gets the win at 8-5. And there's not much more to say about that other than Trammell getting 3 hits. So the player of the game will be over here on this side. I'm guessing it's probably going to be Trammell for the Tigers. And yeah, that's probably who it's going to be. I'll think it over. And until tomorrow, have a great night.